Hi there, Leo, and welcome to your soulmate reading with me, Priscilla B. So getting started, I am going to start off with your energy, Leo, and then from there go into your soulmate's energy, and then the connection and that energy that is inside that connection. All right. So, Leo, starting off with your energy, we have the number 3 and we have the feelings of an awakened heart. So, kind of this goddess energy, kind of. This is definitely giving me goddess vibes. I feel like part of you is leaving a little bit of mystery, but it's like there is no more mystery at the same time, Leo. I feel like you've awakened yourself to the possibilities of finding your soulmate, or at least being open to that connection if it should present itself to you. Um, you've definitely been awakened here. Your heart, like your heart chakra, is definitely opening up to the possibilities of feeling the kind of love that you want, okay, in your life. Whether that be take the form of an actual physical person or just that energy alone that you feel inside yourself, okay? Um, so, Leo, we do have a little bit oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. We do have a little bit of, I don't want to say problem, but okay. So, first of all, your soulmate, okay, I'm getting the number 19, and we have the promise of unending love. Okay. So, if there is a physical person that you have on your mind or that you want to manifest, like he's definitely giving off like these climbing the tower, like the climbing the side of the castle walls to the balcony there, giving you like a Romeo Juliet vibe of like forbidden love, and you're obviously welcoming that and embracing him. Um, so you're embracing each other, really. Um, he's balancing on these branches that don't look that stable. Um, there is this promise, though, of an unending love, though. Okay, so the problem here, I mean, your connection, obviously, if this is a physical connection that you are experiencing, Leo, and that's what the cards are showing me. There's there's this number 23, and we have the naked self, and we have all of these like other men, um, with their like looking at this woman naked. Okay, and she's obviously like feeling embarrassed, and then there's this other man like stripping her robe away, the naked self. Okay. um it's so like completely different from like what you two have. Like I feel like what you two have is like they view you the same way you view yourself, like as this goddess, like hot energy. Okay, that's the vibe you give off. They're definitely attracted to you physically. Okay, and you're definitely attracted to them. uh the thing is, I feel like there's judgment here. Okay, fear of being judged. Okay, this is not like this isn't like a negative judgment. This is like you kind of like beating like to your own drum, the beat of your own drum. Like you see this witch here, she's playing her own music. She's not afraid of like what other people think of her. um this could be the past of feeling like vulnerable, bringing up like moments of that vulnerability. Um, I think your soulmate probably feels that that is definitely something you probably felt. Like they kind of understand that a little bit. Um, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Um, the man is giving a pentacle to the owl here. An offer is being made. So, looking at Judgment and looking at the Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah, there's been a lot of pain in your past, Leo. A lot of feelings of betrayal. But I think your soulmate, like, ultimately is, like, willing to go to war for you or, like, go fight for you. Self-reliance. Yeah, you're going to have to rely on yourself, too, though, like, quite a bit here. You're going to the hourglass, yeah. I feel like time is on your side. Like, you have time to explore this connection to find out more of, like, what it means to you. Wow, the father. Interesting. I feel like that's your soulmate. Maybe your soulmate is a father. Okay, the journal. Please understand that I need space right now. Yeah, I feel like you kind of both need a little bit of space. Not because you guys have done anything to hurt the other person, but Ten of Swords is coming out twice. Okay? I feel like you both experience rejection and betrayal. So both of you don't want to go through that again. Okay? Remember, there is like this sense of like being like fearless when it comes to other parts of yourself, Leo, like other aspects of yourself. Like you have the High Priestess, so your talents, your crafts, your intuition, your career goals, I feel like are so like strong and forward. Like this is what's momentum is keeping you forward moving. And victory. Yeah, this person wants a victory. Like, I feel like they like to share their victories with you, but like, first I have to go to war, right? Like, first I have to go to battle, and then they celebrate with you. Kind of vibe I'm picking up on. You both are in like very similar places when it comes to the energy in this connection. You both don't want to, you're both kind of guarded. You both are kind of like, being a little bit shielded right now, but that's because you I feel like you have had prying eyes on you in the past. I feel like, but this Knight of Pentacles from your soulmate, I think this is like really what separates them from everybody else. Okay? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they support you in like your endeavors, Leo. Yeah, let me see here. Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is very much, yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to read it to you, I promise. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, Leo. Slow and steady. Okay. I don't know if you ever heard that saying, Leo, but slow and steady wins the race. And I feel like their race to you and towards you, they have to go at a slow and steady pace. I feel like otherwise they would like, I don't know why I'm thinking like they would almost, like you guys, I feel like you both would like almost like eat each other alive. Like I feel like the physical aspect of this, like the promise of unending love. I mean, Romeo and Juliet, they were so driven by passion and so driven by desire that they didn't see everything else going on around them. And that's what led to the confusion. that's what led to the miscommunication, and then ultimately that's what led to their deaths and their demise. And I feel like you and your soulmate know this story all too well. And I feel like you don't want that for yourselves. You don't want like to go diving in head first without like first like, you know, surfacing the water a little bit, like swimming around the surface a little bit, you know, seeing what, studying the depths, I guess. I don't know. Like doing your research, I feel like, on each other first, like testing each other out almost, in a way where you're not hurting one another, but you're definitely also protecting yourself. And in that regard, I feel like you are pretty much protecting each other too, Leo. So the Knight of Pentacles reflects the slow and sensual yet seismic activity of the energy of Earth. He takes his time making decisions and carefully plots and plans all he does. Just because he's slow moving and cautious, don't think he's dead in the water. Every move counts. Everything takes on meaning. Do not rush him. Knights are the harbingers of messages. The wise owl descends to do the knight's bidding. A message is on the way, and it will have real-world results and visible benefits. The knight displays a cautious personality who chooses action with care. He would rather take small steps than risk a large failure. In this way, he is safe. He is a gentle soul who never wounds on purpose. All right, Leo. So, yeah, it says here that he is a gentle soul who never wounds on purpose. Okay. He would rather take small steps than risk a large failure. In this way, he is safe. Taking your time, thinking things through, slow down, slow and steady. Energy wins the race. Careful planning, realism in the face of what is before you. Hard work and diligence. Complete dedication to a task. Message is on the way and dependable. Okay, Leo? Now, some kind of like red flags to look out for, or lost in the minutia of life, hyper-focused, stealing attention from important basic life activities, obsessive compulsive behavior, concern for material objects, needy and incomplete, looking at the dark side of life. Okay, so just be be cautious of that if that should appear. They're kind of like warning signs that you know that person isn't like operating on a level they should be with you. Not saying that is your soulmate. I'm saying that would, in this case, that would be someone who's not your soulmate. Okay, because this is a lot of shadow energy coming through. You just have to be on the lookout for that. Now for you, okay, Leo, with this Nine of Pentacles, so you're open to receiving this gentleness and this energy that's like sensual. Okay, you are open to receiving that from your soulmate. And in turn, you channel this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, and this is this. All right, Leo. So Nine of Pentacles, secret garden. The dark fairy who is born from the shadows of the dark wood stands in her secret garden. It is her innermost sacrum, a place no one has ever seen but her. Nine Pentacles blossom in the grapevines. A snail creeps near her foot. She casts her eyes to the side as if something or someone has caught her attention. That would be the Knight of Pentacles, Leo. The Knight of Pentacles reflects manifestation and the culmination of a wish, desire, or goal. Yeah, I am seeing a lot of reflection here. Because you both have 10 of Swords. I feel like you both also have Judgment. This comes up again. So, fear of feeling judged. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles reflects manifestation and the culmination of a wish, desire, or goal. Nines are the number of wish fulfillment. The fairy takes deep pleasure in manifestation for herself before sharing it with anyone else. This is the card of inherited traits and talents. It is being happy with the self and taking refuge in quality time alone and appreciating the finer things in life. It is knowing who you are. Luxury and a taste for the finer things in life, appreciating value and quality, craftsmanship, self-care, inherited talents, gifts and DNA, lineage connecting us to our ancestors, slow-moving energy, fierce loyalty. Okay, so your soulmate definitely sees all of this energy within you. Okay, Leo, you have to see it within yourself too. Okay, and just like you need to see that oh my god, just like you need to see your your soulmate, okay, and how they need to take their time with this. Same goes for you, because you guys are reflecting that on each other. You know, you're both kind of like, there's a connection, but we need to take our time because judgment, and Ten of Swords. Okay. Also, I'm sensing like, Page of Wands. So this is kind of like, I feel like this is like your inner child, Leo, a little bit. Like you're still doing this like work on yourself. And your soulmate is like this Knight of Wands. So they're still like, they're willing to like their inner child is still like willing to like fight for you and like go up against the big bad dragons and all that. But like, at the same time, like I'm picking up like their inner child is like just as vulnerable as yours, if not more so. Or you guys are just, it's kind of like, it's not like one is more than the other. It's just like you both kind of like bring that out in each other, Leo, if that makes sense. Take it as it resonates. I feel like at the end of the day, you both want Ten of Cups, perfect success. You both want a happy life together. Okay, you want to like create this bridge. Okay, or this archway, like this protective like rainbow shield around your connection. This is your connection. The rainbow is your connection. You're both standing on opposite sides of the bridge, and it's like you're waiting for all of your cups to align. Okay, in the meantime, and there's two children here too, and like, yes, I did pick up on your soulmate could be a father, but also I think this is like you both, your inner child, your younger selves, and the cups are like all that emotional stuff that you're doing, all that emotional work you're doing, to become these two people that you were always meant to be. Okay, Leo. So Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. So I'll just tell you that real quick, and then I have my autonomy cards, and I'm going to draw an autonomy card for your soulmate, autonomy card for you, and then the connection. Okay, like both, basically what you both have in common. All right, so I'll save that for last. Save the best for last, Leo. Okay, so Page of Wands. This is like your inner child energy. burning ember. The Page of Wands stands in the wood, surrounded by hovering candles. Has she conjured these flickering possibilities, or have they magically appeared? She holds a magic wand toward a flame, ready to ignite her instrument. An energetic idea is sparking for you, igniting your interest and focus. The Page of Wands is the sparkling intelligence of a child, following passion and curiosity. This card reflects the gifts of innocence and the ability to see and experience passion for the first time. This marks the purity of awareness, unaffected by experience and held without a filter. Such focus connects the Page of Wands to life's universal flow as dazzling possibilities form and dissolve before her. The gift of the Page of Wands is her ability to focus on what deeply thrills her. Her laser focus allows passionate communication. She gives full attention and collaborates with the invisible. The Page of Wands is the great adventurer and traveler. Dreams churn inside her endless curiosity. That's you, Leo. Damn, girl. Your inner child is on fire, okay? An eager and excited personality, trying anything, no hesitation, painfully honest, speaking the truth, the friend who tells you like it is, delightful and inspirational, magnetic enthusiasm, loads of fun, an adventurous traveler who finds pleasure and excitement in all things. And your soulmate is definitely attracted to that, okay? Yeah. So the Knight of Wands comes right after that, and we have explosion. You're on fire. You're like the spark, and they're the explosion, Leo. I mean, what is happening here? Okay. So the Knight of Wands stands in a wood full of flame. Salamanders, fire creatures, approach him. The Knight of Wands is the explosive energy of combustible fire, consumed with the intensity of youth, blinded by passion. He is prone to boasting about his talents. He displays a larger-than-life personality. He is both charming and annoying, depending on the situation at hand. His personality is daring, putting everything on a limb for what he believes in. Impulsive, he rarely thinks before acting. The Knight's energy is a flashpoint. This card appears when the situation will unfold like a wildfire. The Knight of Wands is the instigator of energy, carrying positive or negative ramifications. That is definitely sounds like a child. I'm not like, you guys, I think, are obviously like, you're both very passionate people, Leo. Okay, that goes without saying. Yeah. So basically, what the inner child stuff that needs to be like worked on here is like they're easily agitated, open to manipulation, seductive and dangerous lover, burned by romance, on to the next adventure, challenge of restlessness, the inability to stay put. Okay, how can you save yourself from burning down a forest or down the forest? Release and forgive. So I feel like, Leo, if you guys are both scared about being betrayed, if you do the work on yourselves, and I feel like if you guys can like bond over that and appreciate that in one another and not like hold any grudges against each other or any resentment against each other, I feel like you guys can reach the perfect success here. I feel like this is attainable for you, Leo. Okay, it just might take you a while to get there because I don't think your soulmate is like projecting anything onto you. I think that they're just clarifying with you in the way they know how to best, of like what they're feeling or what they're sensing and how they are going to channel that to you. And I feel like you are channeling your energy back to them, and then they'll receive it, and what they do with it will reveal more and what you do with it will reveal more about the connection as a whole. Okay. Um, so, so the Ten of Cups, okay. A family of wolves is seen under the light of a bright, full, pregnant moon. A rainbow of cups is spread across the sky. The mother and father wolf snuggle together. The father wolf howls to the moon. Two pups play together. Security and fulfillment fills the scene. It is happiness and contentment, perfect companionship and fulfillment. This is the culmination of emotional cups. Wolves mate for life. They are pathfinder animals. Wolves connect to the energy of the moon and reflect Lenten psychic power. It is the satisfaction found in forging a path toward personal happiness, walking in tandem with qualities, people, hobbies, careers, and pursuits filling you with joy. It is easier to swim in the direction of your true destiny when supported by generous emotions. Surround yourself with elements of joy. This happily ever after card teaches us happiness is possible, yet not in an ideal continuum. It has to be, like, actual effort has to be put forth, Leo, in order for it to stay continuous. All things evolve and change. The ending leads us to beginning, release and relaxation, emotional contentment, blessings, peace in the house and home, tranquility among friends and family. Happiness comes full circle. All things in life are cyclical. This is why happily ever after is a myth and not a continuum. Take the good when it comes, appreciate it, value it, and value yourself, Leo. And you can see here there's two wolves and then the two little pups playing. Okay, so I feel like you both have this kind of like almost like a lone wolf kind of vibe, both of you together. But together you create your own pack. And I feel like that's like the initial thing that connected you guys to begin with, Leo, is that you were kind of a lone wolf, they were kind of a lone wolf, and then you just found each other. And I think life happens, and I think that a series of events transpired for a reason, and then ultimately brought you both together again. And what you do with that is up to each one of you individually. You know, I feel like only time will tell, because you have the self-reliance here for yourself, and you're very used to being reliant on yourself. So is your soulmate. So you're like kind of creating this hourglass of time. And I think your soulmate is kind of like perfect. Like, yes, I think we both need that. Okay. So let's see what the autonomy cards have to say about your autonomy, your soulmate's autonomy, and the connection. So Leo, for you, I have skin, boundaries, distinction, empathy, fragility, touch, shedding, and growth. I feel like that really aligns really well with you, Leo. Like right now you are definitely going through a shedding, a growth. You definitely are an empath. You definitely are putting up some boundaries right now. You're distinguishing like how much space and time, again, we come back to space and time, how much of that you need before fully like letting go and fully embracing the connection. Your soulmate, spine, alignment, evolution, spirituality, self-discovery, confidence, and rigidity. Okay, so they have like a strong backbone. Like I feel like they've been through some stuff, and they definitely have like their battle scars to prove it. That's where that rigidity comes from. Again, I said before, they like to go to war. They like to go to battle for the connection, to give it like more meaning or more depth. It's also something about their adventurous spirit that aligns with their personality, same as you, just in a different concept, it's a different like I want to say like a different career, but they're definitely in alignment here. Evolving, like self-discovery. These are all like really positive things. They do have a lot of confidence. The Knight of Wands definitely revealed that they're very confident. You have a lot of confidence too, Leo, but like again, if this is like male and female, yeah. So what connects you guys? The heart, love, vitality, courage, strength, core, center, emotions, and passion. Leo. There you have it. So you have to do what's good for your heart. They have to do what's good for their heart. We started with the heart chakra. This is really where you feel the most love and courage and confidence, and they sense that in you, and they find that very attractive in you, and you find that very attractive in them. Okay, so there's already the attractiveness, there's already the chemistry, there's already the passion. Now it's just a matter of doing your own like work on yourselves, and then celebrating the achievements of your work together, because I feel like that's what really bonds you guys the most, is sharing in like the spoils of your of your wars and battles that you've endured together. Well, not together, I want to say like you're on your own separate journeys in that regard spiritually. You all have your own individual paths, but somehow your paths have intertwined again for like the second time, and this time in a much more deeper spiritual way, where before it was like you guys didn't really know a lot about that stuff. So that could have been why maybe the universe was like protecting you guys, because if you hadn't known all this stuff you know now, you might have ended up hurting each other. Like I feel like for now you know what it feels like to hurt someone, because you both have been hurt. Yeah, you don't want to hurt each other, and that's why I think you guys are like just slowing down a little bit there, just to be careful. Anyways, Leos, you got this, okay? Love and light always. Take care now, Leo. Bye.